Like we said, we want to hit the 400 mark, HP. So let's lean it out a bit and see if we can hit that 400.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to the shop. Today, as usual, Nick has a garage full of good things that were brought here to get better. Nick loves to work on all kinds of American muscle cars, but today he has a heaping helping of classic Mopar for everyone.
You know, it's nice to have a car that you know that everything works, from lights, gauges, and everything. But then my client told me, Nick, everything works beautiful except for one thing, the radio. I said, you're kidding, I didn't even know that because I never played the radio when I was playing around with this car, driving it or testing it. The radio doesn't work. So my customer insists that if I could get it, take it out and have it repaired, he'd be more than glad. So I got Vasily right here who just started taking it apart. So we're gonna take out the radio and have it sent out and have it repaired. Just like what my customer requested. That's another nice little thing to do when you have a car that everything looks beautiful, works beautiful, and you need even the little detail like a radio, and it's got to work, and we're gonna get it going. It's an original AM radio with an 8-track, so he wants that 8-track to work, just like the one I want to do to my car also, but mine will be later on. But in the meantime, we're gonna work on get Dan's car and take it from there. So how's it going, Vasily? Is it coming good?
It's almost out.
Take your time, man, take your time. I can't wait to get it fixed. Man, he said there's a belt driven in there for the 8-track, so he wants to take it apart. And he's coming by tonight, so I'm gonna give it to him. He'll take it home, he's gonna take a look at it. And if he can't fix it, I know people that can. I had a bunch of viewers send me a bunch of 8-tracks. Why? They want me to play it in my Kowalski car because my Challenger has an 8-track AM radio also. But the 8-track doesn't really work. So I gotta pay a visit one day where my car is in storage, so I can get there, take out the radio, and of course, have it repaired because I want those 8-tracks to work in my car for the coming summer. And the real music comes from under the hood on these kind of cars. And I've just finished installing his VIN decal, of course. People, when they paint cars, they never put a VIN decal back on. And I'm one of those guys that wants to put everything back. He's doing good. He's doing good. Vasily, he likes to go in tight areas where I used to be for many years ago. But I got Vasily here. He's very good at going under dashes. I do some myself sometimes, but you know, since Vasily's on hand, he's good for it. He's very handy, and he's doing a great job. And very soon he's gonna have it out. Now isn't this beautiful? Nice B-body, fully restored, console, pistol grip, 4-speed, and everything's gonna work fine. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, what have we got here? A 426 Hemi engine that came in from Wakefield, Massachusetts. And the gentleman here brought it in for me to put it all together, put it on the dyno, and take it to the pace. Because this block was actually welded on both sides right here. Apparently it was probably frozen at one time when you only had water in the engine block. Froze, cracked, so whatever the reason is. So this block has patches on both sides of the block. They've had it welded, and apparently it's supposed to be a good job. So one way to test this out is once we finish assembling it, we're gonna put it on the dyno, and we're gonna put it to the pace, run it, heat it up, 200 degrees, rev it up. We have to do the test, and he wants to know if it's gonna hold. So the one way to find out is, let's get it built, finish it, and then put it on the dyno.
What do you guys think? Is this Hemi gonna hold up? Or is it gonna fall apart and puke all over Nick's dyno room? Leave a comment down below.
And of course, he's brought the engine here. It's not complete. He's missing quite a few items like rocker arms, harmonic balancer, water pump housing, water pump, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna find everything for it. And of course, he's got standard pistons here that I'm not crazy about it. Standard bore with different rings. But my goal is to go 30 over with a 10.25 compression ratio, which I'm gonna plan to order very soon. So my job is, like I said, let's put it all together, and then of course, get it on the dynamometer. You know, we're hoping to get it to 6,000, 6,500 RPM, whatever it takes, where the horsepower peaks out or whatever RPM it is, we're just gonna take it to that limit, and that's the only way we're gonna test it. Just missing a few items, but we're all gonna get them. Then of course, he's gonna detail it, and I believe we might go with exhaust manifolds on this, and then we're gonna put it all together, and then of course, put it to the base.
Nick always gets a twinkle in his eye when he talks about taking an engine to its limit in his dyno room. And he's got a beautifully rebuilt 440 sitting on the dyno for testing today.
Well, we got Ryan just came in here, the builder of this engine, of course, a proud owner of his 440. So we're gonna go through do some testing right now. And of course, we seem to be running a bit rich, remember?
Yep.
12.4, 12.5.
Yep.
So we're gonna warm it up, make a couple of tests, and if we need to lean it out, we're gonna do it right now.
Sounds good.
And Ryan here is a teacher at a school that teaches automotive mechanics. And of course, he brings up students that want to learn the automotive industry with EFI, and of course, you put some personal touch of old school, I bet.
That's right. This engine, I actually built it with my guys. I didn't let anybody touch it, but they all got to see what a real American hunk of iron looks like. You know, we work on LS engines at the school, predominantly LS engines, and yeah, it was a good experience for everybody, for me, for them. This is the first Mopar that I built. It's always been a dream of mine to have one, and I finally was able to attain it, which I was able to share with my guys too. You know,
good. So that's very good.
That's really, really cool. Yeah.
So they're learning both worlds, new school and old school.
That's right.
With you.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's very good, man. That's very good.
Try to broaden their horizons as much as possible, and my own. Nova Career Center in Chattagee, if anybody wants to come and check it out. It's a great place.
Of course, you know, manual labor is very hard to find today, and of course, we got Ryan here that teaches them how to get them done and fixed and get the cars rolling.
Yeah.
He's got students from all over the world from out of here.
Yep. They come from China, they come from India, they come from Europe, all over Quebec. It's it's quite a diverse group.
So you're
over there.
So you're a busy man at school.
Very busy. 24/7.
Okay.
I do many hours there, but it's something I love to do, and to be able to get paid to talk about this all day.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just I can't even describe how lucky I am.
And here we have another American muscle car lover.
That's
right
it.
here.
Yeah. I got a 68 Cornet that I had bought as somewhat of a basket case to build up, and you know, I bought it, the engine was knocking, the transmission had no reverse, it has rust here, it has rust there, so I've slowly been you know, restoring it, and it's been a dream car of mine since I was a kid, because a mechanic that I really looked up to had one.
Okay.
When I was a kid, you know, when I saw this thing, and it was just like, it looked like it, you know, it was from another planet. So I just had to one day get one, you know, and I finally got one. So,
you know,
and I'm very lucky to have it.
Somehow we like buying old American iron and from a piece of junk, pieces,
right.
Rust, parts missing, blown engines, whatever, and then make our magic and put it all together and get them running, and then enjoy driving them. Yeah, it is a factory rating 375, but Ryan here put a special touch. He put a little cam in it. He's installed elbow block aluminum heads, and of course with the cast iron intake and cast iron exhaust manifolds. So this is gonna be very interesting to see what it does. So let's do some testing and see where we're gonna go with it. Ryan, I know this is your engine, this is your build. Just wanna show you the parameters. So we're gonna take it starting at 2800 PM, and we're gonna go to max out 5300. Is that okay with you?
Yep, that's good.
At 300 RPMs per second.
Good.
So we're ready to go?
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's go then. Let's start it up, warm it up, and make a test and see if we need to do any air-fuel ratio fix. Here we go. Yeah, this is a typical Saturday, you guys. It
Yes.
is. Every Saturday we have a crowd, summer
make some
or
noise.
winter. Okay, let's make some noises. We're gonna bring it up to 150 and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Oil pressure is good. Lots of vacuum for power brakes.
Yeah.
This is going to be pretty interesting. A little elder blockheads on a cast iron with cast iron intake and exhaust manifolds. This is not common.
It should. No, I don't think so. Those are the heads that I got with the car, so that's why I decided to go with them. I have the stock heads as well, but
Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's make our first test. Give me those plugs, earphones. Thank you. Here we go. Let's make one test. See the air fuel ratio, 12 and a half.
yeah.
We're gonna bring it up to 12.9, 12.8, maybe
Okay.
13 flat. Okay.
Sounds good.
Like we said, we want to hit the 400 mark, HP. We're at 394, 393 with this area. So let's lean it out a bit and see if we can hit that 400.
Sounds good.
We should do a back-to-back test. But then again, I know every test we've done was at 12 and a half air fuel ratio.
Yeah.
So let's lean it out and do some more testing.
Sounds good.
Go ahead, Vasily. And I also want to say that you also brought in a flag that has some history in it.
I do.
Right there. Can I show it?
Sure.
Ryan here brought us a flag that comes from, I'll let you do the, look at this, what blue Penn stands for, then a red one stands for Dodge, blue stands for Plymouth.
That's right.
And this probably comes from an old Chrysler dealership.
Basically, I bought a set of hubcaps for my car on Kijiji, and the guy who I bought them from, I guess he had inherited them from his father.
Okay.
And we got along through our communications, and I ended up buying his hubcaps. Then when they were delivered to my house, this had come with it, and I called him and I said, hey, I didn't, well, how come you sent me this? He says, man, you seem like a good guy, so I figured I'd send it to you, and I know you'll do something special with it. So I don't think there's any better place for it.
And this apparently was hanging in a
Nick's garage,
dealership, Chrysler Plymouth
Right.
dealership.
Yeah, back in the day, his father was a
Okay.
mechanic at a Plymouth dealer back in he said the early 70s, the muscle car era, and he had mentioned that his dad would come home with a new hot rod every day, just for
stuff.
the road test. Yeah.
And so this is a historical flag from an old Chrysler dealership.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Ryan.
You're very welcome.
I'm very pleased to have it. Of course, I'm going to hang it up with the rest of
Yeah,
the flags.
great.
I put everybody's name on every flag.
There you go.
And there you go. All right?
Sounds good.
So that's the next flag we're going to hang up in the shop.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go lean out your carburetor. All right, let's lean out. Let's aim for that 400.
Change the jet line, lean it out a bit.
GTX, a 1970. Yeah.
We're gonna get back that 4.6.
We're just going to go down 2 numbers all the way around. I believe you have a rear metering block, so I guess you have jets in the back also.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Ronnie, don't drink it, eh? $78.
78? Wow, that's the problem. The back ones are too big. Oh wow, 78. So go 76. You know, those days a lot of people just they put headers and big cams, intakes, big carburetors, and they rev them. There was no limits. They just kept revving them, and then they didn't have high-end connector rods or anything like that, and they just kept breaking engines.
You go down to the junkyard back then and just pick up another one.
That's right. What's next? We're gonna lean it out. We went down with a couple of numbers. We're gonna make another test now to see if we get the air-fuel ratio correct. Once we've gotten that done, then we're gonna start playing with timing, and then I believe that's it. So let's finish with the air-fuel ratio, and timings later. I guess we are ready. Take another shot at it.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, let's make another test. Same parameters. We're going to take it at 28.
That's quite.
Here we go. We're taking it from 28 to 5,300. Because last time we made horsepower at 53 and we stopped there.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it at the same RPM. Okay, let's go. Ready? Here we go. What we got? 390, 389. Air fuel ratio. 13, 12, 9. Okay, we're gonna stay with the air fuel ratio. We're on the money there. See it? Well, let's see part throttle now. Vasily, put the water back on. I want to try part throttle. Check this out, okay? Yeah. Let's say you're cruising at what, 2000, 2005. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna be good, yeah. Yeah, listen, I want to put the timing on. Put the timing on, let's see where we are. I believe we left it at 33 degrees.
Did you run reach or lean?
No, it's perfect. Look, air fuel's 12.9, 12.8.
Nice,
We're good.
That's it.
We're good. So the air fuel ratio is good. Let's work on the timing, and then let's try to get that 400 HP. Let's see, he's gonna check the timing. Actually, I'll start. Vasily, I'm gonna start it, okay? We're at 34 degrees. I'm gonna try 36.
Okay.
We're gonna advance the timing a couple of degrees. Okay, check it now. Oh, 1 degree. Okay, we put it 36 degrees. We're gonna make a test at 36. We had 34 before, so let's advance it. And we have to pay attention to pinging noises, but with the headphones there, I'm gonna try without them. My ears are shot after so many years doing this. Anyways. And you know what, it's making horsepower, even after we took it to 5,300 RPM, it was still climbing. But then again, I didn't build this engine, it's not mine. So, you know, I always ask the customer's permission to what max RPM we take it to. And in this case, we took it to 5,300. It was still making power at 5,300. So my customer decided to stay there and not go any further because of course, he's got the big, heavy duty 6-pack connector rods, which when he's bought this engine, he had a connector rod that broke out on this motor and it had to be a 6-pack rod. And then of course he says, Nick, maybe I don't trust him. They may be good, I don't know. So I just want to keep my motor running. For example, my 440 Kawasaki, which has the same connector rods, as we can see right here, of course, this is a 6-pack rod that came out of my 440, which he has the same rods, of course, that this one broke also. So in that case, I don't blame my customer Ryan why he doesn't want to take it to a higher RPM. Sure, some people do, some people don't. But for a safe factor, we'll just keep it at 5,300 RPM. After all, it's Ryan's motor, so I gotta go with what he wants. Okay, let's make a run. Come on, $3.99. Come on, $3.99.
We'll do it back to back.
Yeah, let's cool it down. I can't believe it. We did it again, $3.99. I always miss it by one number. Eh? Actually, it's a half a number. Here, let's go on the graph. Let's take a look at it. Pretty flat.
It's flat though, man.
Yeah.
44.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pulling all the way up.
That's it.
That's it. Ryan, when you put the engine in the car, you're gonna check the timing because now
399.8, man.
we missed it by a hair.
That's it.
Well, you know what? We're gonna go until we get 400. Is that what you want?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
400 is,
Good, man.
So it's up to you, Ryan. If you want to continue, whatever it is. I set it at 36 degrees. We got the air fuel ratio going. Whatever you want to do. It's all your call.
I think 399.8. I can sleep at
live
night.
with it.
Yeah, I can sleep at night with that.
Okay,
there,
so we could. Okay.
There's worse ways of living, like with 200.
yeah, there you go.
Anyways, we've done like Ryan was here during the week. We did more testing. We got over 400. Except we're running very rich. But then again, our goal is met. We've done it during the week. We've done it today, so we're good. So the time is going to stay at 36 degrees. Air fuel ratio is done. The only thing you got to do now is install it in your car and check the timing.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Install in the car.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get it. Let's get it off the dyno. So you ready to take it home?
I'm ready to take it home.
There goes another happy customer. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.